It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll watch Tyler Conklin. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Jets and the Colts on Sunday night primetime.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Chill in the air. Folks are bundled in the seats and on the field. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. A bit warmer up here in the booth. These cold weather games, Greg, always interesting to watch how it impacts the players down on the field.
Absolutely, and these nights are kind of tricky, Mike, right? It's how much do you want to spend preparing for it, thinking about it, and really letting it almost become like a mental factor leading into the game? But you also have to be prepared. What are you going to wear? How are you going to keep yourself not only warm, but then be able to go out there and perform and be functional, and you're not running around with a parka on. So it is a very delicate balance between being comfortable and being functional, and the teams that handle those conditions, especially in pregame, tend to have the advantage once the game's kicked off.
Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers, of course. All the build-up in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend. The Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely...
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, is 1st and 10. Play action now with Rodgers. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Rodgers. Catch is made. That is Williams. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Catch made, right side by Wilson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Hey, for 26.
They get to Hall. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll look underneath for Hall. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Hey, 88.
1st down for Aaron. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he's in. Mike Williams. Touchdown, New York. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively, to be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown. That is a dream start for this offense.
Here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. So the aggressiveness pays off right away, and just like that, the lead is 8-0. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Indianapolis led out by their quarterback, Anthony Richardson. The number 4 overall pick in 2023 had some highlight moments, but injured most of the year. Greg now in his second year in the NFL out of Florida.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number 1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be
in trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Richardson. He's got his man. That's down. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. A tackle made by the former first-rounder, Javon Kinlaw. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. The Jets have the advantage. Or from MetLife Stadium after this. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And he will score. Anthony Richardson, touchdown Colts. The quarterback had the decision to make, and boy, he chose the right one, taking it in for the touchdown.
The key to this play, Mike, is the decision-making by the quarterback. Get your eyes on that defensive end. If he crashes on the handoff to the back, you pull it, he gets out in space, and he does the rest.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts are back within a point. It's 8-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll get that to Wilson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Rodgers on 1st down. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Over.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Rodgers now. They'll set up the screen to Hall. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
It just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
Again, it's Rodgers. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Jets. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Following the touchdown, the Jets have Rodgers ready to go for 2. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Open man downfield, it's Pittman. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Richardson to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Adonai Mitchell, touchdown Indy. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Jets offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
26. Inside. Hey, take 26.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. The open man is Wilson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Rodgers going up top again. That one caught by Wilson. And he's going to have a 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. Rodgers. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
Offside, defense.
Now it is 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Rodgers to throw. To the goal line and in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, New York. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Richardson. That's caught, it's Mitchell. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jalen Hurts A strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we're out to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Sam Darnold leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally on Monday Night Football, the showdown in the Lone Star State. Texans and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Colts offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second down throw for Richardson. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. And the Jets are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Jets offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently second in the NFL in rushing. Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Now Rodgers. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And knock him down up beyond the 30.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They will run it over center with Hall. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Rodgers. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Return man steering clear of this one. They're going to mark it down at the 20-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. Now he takes off. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Taylor gets it out of the pistol. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. From the gun, Richardson. Catch made, catch Woods. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. Really impressive job by the quarterback to stay in there. He knew that hit was coming in the pocket, but he held it just long enough to let his receiver win versus man coverage and deliver that ball on target. That's such an important factor. Any quarterback in the league, Mike, at this level can operate when things are clean. But when you have guys bearing down on you, can you hold it a little bit longer? Because if not, the timing of the play just doesn't work out.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Here's second and 2. They'll stick to the ground. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop it behind the line again. 3rd and 5. Now Richardson. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And he will score. Game on. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now Rodgers and the Jets. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 10.
Another run here with Hall. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. To throw is Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Hall. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Rodgers now. They'll try to set up the screen here with Allen. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A run here with Hall. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. So now, big spot for the veteran Greg Zuerlein. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And Zuerlein comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more. They'll drop to throw. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Richardson, completing this one to Downs. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The crowd at MetLife on their feet for 3rd down. Out of shotgun, Richardson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he will go all the way. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Colts. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Here's Richardson. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the 4th quarter. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Jets off it. This is 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
88, go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Right back to Wilson, he's got it again. It's a gain of 12 there, and the Jets have a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. 19 more on that one, and another first down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. The open man is Wilson. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll try to run it with Hall. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Just an absolute clinic of putting together a drive, Mike, when you need it the most. And their ability to move the ball down the field, it worked the clock perfectly. They come away with that late touchdown, and more than likely, barring something crazy, a victory as well.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up for first and 10.
Let's go now.
Richardson. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's first down. To throw, it's Richardson. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, as this one will come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Jets. And with an open date on the schedule next week, they'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.